I have some thoughts that I want to share about spirituality. Just some things that I've been thinking about recently. And I find it very interesting that some of the greatest like philosophers, psychologists, writers, and a lot of historic figures have like very strong spiritual beliefs. Like looking into Plato, for example, his theory of forms is basically like manifestation in a way. In the theory of forms, more or less, he's saying that like our physical world isn't real and the real world is like an ideal world where everything's like idealistic and everything takes up its own form. To achieve our perfect form in the physical world, we have to be able to visualize the form in our mind and then like align our physical world with that like other world. But like reading about this, the first thing that comes to mind is like manifestation or like vision boards, visualizing your manifestations. Like there's a lot about visualization and meditation in the spiritual community, you know, and just like in spiritual practice. And vision boards like is a type of practice that I know a lot of people do, which is like you put pictures and images together of like the things you're trying to achieve, and then that kind of helps you align your reality to like that thing. More or less, I feel like that's what Plato's trying to say. Because that sounds very similar, like that concept. But similarly, Carl Jung, who's a psychologist, he wrote this work about synchronicities. And he basically believes that there are different like dimensions and different beings or like the universe and God who talk to you through synchronicities, but like particularly numbers. So when you see like 1111 or any kind of synchronicity like that, that's basically like the universe or like these different dimensional beings trying to communicate with you, and that's like the only way they can talk to you. And yeah, he's like very spiritual and very kind of religious in that sense. And what's particularly interesting about that is the fact that quantum physics is like an actual study that actually exists. In my mind, quantum physics literally confirms the fact that different dimensions exist, the different realities and all of that. You're literally studying like wavelengths and like energy in one way or another, but just finding all of that out using math. So in my mind, like there's enough science to basically prove that spiritual stuff is like real, that there is a different dimension, that there are like higher beings that talk to us. In my mind, there's already enough proof of all of that, so that's why I kind of believe in it. But both Plato and Carl, my man Carl, both Plato and Carl Jung believe that there's something more than what we actually see. And they both really like kind of hone in on that we don't really know our reality as good as we think we do. We don't really know what's really there. Even if we think that we do know something, we really don't know. While Plato says that we live like in this imperfect reality and we achieve perfection by like going towards the form of what we want to achieve. Carl Jung really believed in like the unknown, and he was like truly spiritual. He truly believed in like a lot of different things. So it's just cool that like such innovative people are actually like very spiritual at heart or have like these interesting beliefs about the world. Yeah. But both of these people are very open, and both of these people, they basically believe that there's more to life than what meets the eye. But also Plato believed that spiritual faith like generally helped humanity. That's another thing. But his theory of forms is literally manifestation. Like he was trying to make it like sound all sciencey and like all formal and stuff, but it's literally just manifesting. Guy was manifesting back then. Find the form of what you're trying to manifest. He was just using a vision board. But I think his perspective is so cool. Like I do like that. Imagine that form in your mind and kind of move towards it, like match up the form. That's so cool. But yeah, that's the power of our minds and our vision, honestly. Whether you believe in spirituality or not, or if you believe this is necessarily spiritual, it's the intention that I think really solidifies all of this. If you set your intention and work towards a goal, like you'll at least make progress towards achieving it. But maybe we people do have some kind of higher power or have something that we can tap into to see different dimensions or to achieve different things using, you know, magic. Maybe that's also a possibility. I don't know. I don't know. Let me know what you think. That's all I want to say. So I highly recommend you look into those if you're interested. Plato's Theory of Forms and Synchronicities by Carl Jung. Because very interesting spiritual perspectives, and I found myself really resonating with them. And yeah, they just make sense. And it's so cool that people throughout generations have been basically feeling the same. Maybe we shouldn't ignore the unknown, as Carl Jung says. Maybe we shouldn't be afraid and hateful towards the unknown.
I'm someone who believes that highly advanced magic and highly advanced science, you can't tell the difference from it. Science is magic we understand. Magic is science we don't understand yet. The forces of the universe exist. Gravity doesn't care if you believe in it. It's going to exist.